Hey guys, Sassyfish here, and I'm going to show you how to make this awesome 3x3 piston door. It's slightly chunkier than my normal 3x3 piston doors, and it looks a bit more chaotic, but it is really, really good. And I think it's my favourite yet. Now, it's not quite as quick, but I've put the lever in a completely different place to open it. And it's openable from both sides, so I'm really happy with it. I'm going to show you how to make it. We're going to start with the most complex bit, which is the double piston extender at the bottom, and then I will show you the rest of the build as well. So let's get straight into it. Let's go! Okay, so this is the double piston extender at the bottom. I'm going to put all of the things you're going to need for this on the screen right now, so take those in. Okay, and moving on. So this is the double piston extender. It's not as difficult as it looks. So all you're going to do is start by putting down your double pistons like so, right? And then on the top of that, we're going to put a block here and a block here. Now we're going to put a temporary block over here with our second piston on. Okay, and then we're just going to break these two just to keep it simple. We'll put them back in a minute, but for now, we'll keep it simple. So that is your double piston, and that is the piston that's going to move the block over. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put a repeater on 4 ticks here, and then we're going to put a repeater on 2 ticks here. Okay, so that bit is relatively simple. Next thing you're going to do is put an observer. Now, observers always face the direction that you are facing, so the eyes are always in the direction you're facing on the side here. And then we're going to put redstone dust in front of that. Now, the reason I've removed the blocks is because at different points during building this, these pistons will all fire, which means that you'll end up with stuff everywhere if you don't remove the blocks. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to remove these two here and then put redstone in the hole. And then we are going to put an observer facing into that one like that with a block on top like so. Now we're going to put some redstone going into that observer, and you'll notice the piston goes again. And then we're going to put an observer facing into this repeater here with some pink wool on top. Of course, as always, it doesn't have to be pink wool, but if you want to look like a pro, you have to use wool. The only other thing we're going to do is put an observer facing into this one that's pointing up, but the eyes are facing into that repeater there. And that is pretty much it. Now, I'm just going to put a block down here with a lever on it, just so I can show you this working. And we'll put the redstone up to there. Now, if we put our blocks there, you can see that's the double piston extender done. And it's that simple, guys. That's the double piston extender, which is the hard bit. The rest of it is really quite simple. I know it looks a bit difficult here. That's mostly all the circuitry for these levers. The actual circuitry itself for the rest of it is relatively straightforward. So let's get on and add the rest of the stuff we're going to need on here. So what we're going to do is extend this up, because those are our bottom 2 blocks. So if we build our blocks around that, this is going to be our door. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is just add in some temporary blocks. So we want our pistons here on the side. So I'm going to put them like this. Okay. And then we want one under there like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is put a block here, redstone on top. And then we are going to put our observers facing down, so they face in the direction. Remember that the eyes are facing in. So you're going to put your 3 observers going down. This means that when this is lit, this will activate all these pistons on the side here. I'll show you that now. So now we have half of our piston doors open. Right. Well, actually, that was pretty straightforward. And I think that was pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is actually build our other side of this. So again, we're going to add in our temporary blocks. So we're going to come out 3. Come out 3, then break that. If we put all our temporary blocks on the side here, and then we can put our pistons there like that. We're going to do exactly the same as what we did before. So wool block in the middle piston, and then you want your redstone on top, followed by observers facing down. So we're going to do 2 of those. If you struggle with this, you can build up, place your observer down, and then that's it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is actually remove this lever now, because this isn't where I want my lever. Believe it or not, I don't want to have to open my door from underneath at the bottom. That's not where I'm going to put my lever. So, we're going to remove it now. And what we're going to do is put our redstone on here with a repeater on 2 ticks. Now, this repeater has to be on 2 ticks because this one's on 2 ticks. That's the only reason it's there, really. Okay, so that is basically most of our door done. The only thing we're going to do now is just build up to here. So we want to have our top piston here. So if you place a temporary block 2 blocks away, place your piston facing down, you can then break that. Okay, so what we're going to do is build up on top of here. So we're going to come across to here, and then we're going to come above this piston here, and then into the side of this piston up here like this, and then just put redstone connecting that up, and then that means that that one will activate at the same time as the others. So this is our door pretty much done. Now all we need to do now is connect up some levers, and it will start working straight away. So you need to decide where you want your levers. So the first thing I'm going to do is build my floor in front of the door like this. Now I'm going to put my lever just here like this, and then I'm going to build another lever on the other side. So if I come around here, never put blocks in these 2 here, but you can build this round here, and then you can put your lever, I'm going to put mine here. Now you don't want to block underneath it, because you're going to get your signal from your lever underneath. So I'm going to put my signal here. Now I'm going to do the same on this side. So we are going to put down pink wool like this, and then redstone on the top. Now I'm also going to put a block in here, because I don't want the signal from this lever connecting to here. I want it to come around here. So we're going to pull this out here, and it's actually going to come round the back to here. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put a repeater on here with a block there. And then we are going to come out the other side of the block like this. And then when you hit this lever, it will actually activate all the way through there. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to do a block here, and then into this one, and then on the other side, we'll come down here. Now, that is almost it now. So what we're going to do then is just pull this signal across to here, and then you've got it. That is the circuit basically done. So if we come out of here now, that's it. That is the 3x3 piston door. I hope you've enjoyed. I prefer it to the other one because of the lever placement. This is a really fun one to build. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. And as always, if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Most of you aren't subscribed, believe it or not. I do tell you a lot. But if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time for more Piston Door Redstone tutorials. Thanks. Bye.